But yeah, um, so yeah, today is Halloween, and now I really want to get into. Now I really want to make a Halloween update real quick here, because I got some work to do from school that I kind of need to make up, catch up. So yeah, but I'm pretty, but from the looks of what gotta do, it's simple, and I have no idea why I had no idea what to do with it. I'm gonna be completely honest. I have no idea why I didn't know what to do with it. But now it's like simple shit. I'm like, are you serious? But yeah, I'm sometimes kind of a dumbass because I don't pay attention to certain things. But yeah, that's what happens when you don't pay attention to school. Always pay attention at all times and stop acting like a fucking idiot in class. Just saying, because I got a bunch of people like that at my school, and it's insane. But anyway, I just want to say, guys, that I want to talk about this as a Halloween special because I love Halloween. I used to go trick or treating all the damn time. Yeah, I just threw a sock over there because it hasn't been, well, it's been like almost 2 hours since I came back home. Uh, I love Halloween, and I used to dress up. If y'all want to know why I dressed up as a kid on Halloween, if y'all would like to know, I dressed up as Anakin Skywalker from Star Wars one Halloween because Anakin is by far my favorite character in Star Wars. Like back then, and maybe even now, because I don't know why. Like even though Anakin was kind of a brat, especially back in the prequels, I still love him as a character. Probably because I grew up on the prequels as much as the original trilogy of Star Wars. I have no idea why, but Anakin has always been that character to me. I have no idea why. It's just something that I grew up with, and I don't. And even though the character has its flaws in terms of writing, really, in his character arcs throughout the prequel trilogy, I still love Anakin. I actually really, and there are some really high points for him though. I don't know. It just Anakin was just always a big character of my childhood for me. Um, I do remember dressing him as Darth Vader one year. I did get like the mask as well. Um, I know the last Halloween I did was when I dressed up as Michael Myers. Yeah, I dressed up as motherfucking Michael Myers from the Halloween franchise because he was just always so damn just wow to me, and it was basically my last Halloween I go trick or treating on, so I thought it was just ended off with like my favorite horror icon of all time because just Michael Myers just creepy in general. Like he's like a cobra in human form with a mask and a butcher knife and a jumpsuit. But yeah, yeah, I just wanted to say that because I loved doing. I used to love trick or treating a lot, and I absolutely loved um, doing that as a kid because it was always something I would always look forward to on that day of Halloween after I come back home from school. It's always been an amazing holiday. Plus, I do love that this is the month of where a bunch of games also come out as well, which a bunch of especially like horror games at this time. Because I remember when Alien Isolation came out like 3 years ago in October, and hot damn, that was the perfect time to release that game. And also the Evil Within as well, the first Evil Within. I did get Evil Within like later, but again, like speaking of the Evil Within, the Evil Within 2 just came out as well, and I really want to get that game. I heard it's definitely better than the first game. Now, as much as I really enjoyed the first game, because the first game was a mixed bag for everybody, because you have people that loved it, people that were disappointed, and some people that just didn't like it. I'm one of the ones that actually love the Evil Within 1, and I cannot wait to play the damn sequel because it's looking hype. And so yeah, and I planned on doing some horror games this month, but again, I just really haven't had the time because like I did plan on playing Amnesia earlier this month, and I really couldn't find a way like to do it anyway. I mean, I did do a video of me playing at least part of the prologue of the game, but in the end, like my voice is too low because everyone else was asleep and everything, and at the time I did not want to be loud. Because I think my parents went to bed early that night, and I was basically trying to record some before I went to bed. So I tried to record some real quick while they were sleeping, but it just from the audio of it was just awful. But yeah, I'll try to play some tonight once I get like what I'm doing done with, plus also the trick or treating stuff tonight as well. So I really do hope you guys have a good Halloween, like trick or treaters, man. Like I personally do love Halloween, because it's just been. I can't really think of a reason why though. Really, again, it's the same thing with the Anakin stuff. Like even though the character has major flaws critically, I still love. I still grew up on that. I still love it personally because it's just been something that I just always loved, all my life basically. So that's just all I've been. So yeah, so yeah, because I really don't think it's really about the candy though. I think it's and the trick or treating stuff because I feel like that was just an added bonus to a holiday at one time, and people just went with that like every year afterwards. Um, but I really do love Halloween because it's just because October though is just the perfect month for horror type stuff, scary shit. So, and I think lots of people, at least back in the day, did some pretty scary shit, like pretty kick-ass pranks or some shit back then. I mean, well, who knows what people did? Uh, but yeah, I just really want to talk about that. And I will be releasing a review later tonight here on Halloween because since this is Halloween we're talking about, I might as well upload a review of mine that I actually did plan on doing that I did plan on doing. I mean, I did it though, but I didn't know when to upload it because I did already record it. I just need to edit it and freaking upload it. But it was my review of another. I finished that anime like 2 weeks ago, and I think I made a review like later that week, maybe a week later. Damn, what was it? I don't know because school's been all over my ass recently, and I've been all over that. I need to get those damn grades up. Damn it. Another is definitely a great anime to watch, especially if you want to binge watch, like let's say a horror anime that's it's really short. I highly recommend watching another an Elfen Lied if you like horror series that are pretty gory and are just straight up fucked up. Straight up seinen. Like I highly recommend watching seinen anime on Halloween, especially the ones that are like short or maybe like the movie. Because back in the day, like seinen was all over the place when it comes to anime. Like back in the 70s and 80s, so because people were getting killed brutally left and right. There were literally kids getting killed getting killed off on camera. So it was just effed up in so many ways. When it comes to anime back in the day, like in the 80s and 70s. But yeah, so yeah, if you're an anime fan like me, I highly recommend going back and watching like those animes from back in the day and just to watch like those movies and stuff, just to just to see like some real brutal shit. But if you want to watch some anime that are from as of recently, like to say this decade or last decade, I very recommend watching Elfen Lied. It's 13 episodes. I finished the anime in under 24 hours, obviously, because I was just so damn invested in it. And another, that one is really good. It does have its own suspense and thrills. And I did finish it recently along with Erased, and they're both great series. I do recommend watching them if you're fans of of the genres that they have that that's categorized. Um, Another is really good. I feel like because it does have its own. It does dwell on the mystery element more than like the horror or straight up like the mystery itself can be damn creepy. I gotta give it that because there's a bunch of the tone and suspense and the visuals like it's just creepy all around and very mysterious, especially in the first two episodes. But yeah, another I am gonna be uploading a review of that tonight, and I actually cannot wait to upload it because I straight up love another, and it's just an amazing series for me. Um, uh, and Other than that, also watch Elfen Lied because it's very gory and it does have its real creepy ass moments. It's really emotional for the most part, but the majority of the anime is just really fucked up. So I still recommend watching it. Tonight, or if you just want to binge watch it, if there are any horror movies I recommend watching, like obviously go watch the original Halloween movie. That movie basically defined the slasher genre that was inspired by Psycho, but the slasher genre didn't really pop up as much because of Psycho, because that movie was infamous, but it just wasn't enough though to get like slashers done. Yes, there was a sequel, and there was Halloween by John Carpenter himself. It really gets to me that Psycho is really the one that started the slasher genre, but Halloween was the one that really made it pop up, really, because of Halloween. Friday the 13th came out 2 years later, and then there was Nightmare on Elm Street like a year after Friday the 13th came out. The slasher genre ever since was just blown out of the water, especially in the 80s. It was just so yeah. If you were born in the 80s, then you were a lucky person to watch all these kick-ass icons. I know Texas Chainsaw Massacre as well. They come out in 1978 as well. Still, that's pretty close to the 80s. So yeah, I do recommend watching like any of these old classics, horror movies or slasher movies, because they're just so well known, and I especially recommend watching the very first movies because they're just not only very well known and critically acclaimed for good reason. They are because for Nightmare on Elm Street 1 was an amazing movie. If I had to pick one of the first movies that came out, like as much as I love John Carpenter's Halloween, I gotta admit, like I didn't quite like it all that much. Yes, there was a bunch of mystery and everything involved. I really liked it. I really liked the suspense, but I had to go with Nightmare on Elm Street. If I had to pick one movie to tonight and watch it, I would pick Nightmare on Elm Street 1 because that movie it's just so damn legendary, and I will watch that shit all over again because it's a movie that I just personally really do love more than like the first movies of all these other movies. I would go back and watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre again. I actually watched the entire movie on YouTube once, and I'm pretty sure it's taken down already. But yeah, that movie I would go back and watch as well. Friday the 13th Part 1, I do not know. I would go and watch the original Halloween But again, like I got so damn bored every time I watched it at times. I'm not even gonna lie. Probably because I was just so used to the other movies afterwards. Like because that's what because I do love Halloween 2. I love Halloween 4. I love Halloween H2O. I love Halloween 6. I like Halloween 6. I like Halloween 5. Like I basically like almost every Michael Myers movie that came out. I even low key liked Resurrection, even though it was even though it was bullshit with Laurie in the beginning. But yeah, like I really want to talk about horror movies because this is just the perfect time to, and really which ones to watch. Um, if I had to pick my favorite horror movie, damn, that's really a hard one because I don't really got like a favorite horror movie. Um, shit. Oh, fuck. Like, I really do not know which horror movie I love the most because there's like a bunch of horror movies I watch. Um, I wouldn't really consider this as a horror movie because this one was more of a slasher movie. It really wasn't that big of a horror movie. It was more like a thriller uh, because it was so focused on the mystery and how to get out of this shit and everything. And it really wasn't all that gory until like much later on. Uh, no, especially in the C sequel, that shit was like, bruh. The first one was just brutal as fuck, without really showing a lot of blood and gore with it. Um, I would say Final Destination One because Final Destination One, like that movie, I will go back and watch that shit over and over again. And I mean, I know the Final Destination movies themselves are repetitive as hell, but I love the movies though because they're just so damn good. Hell, like Halloween Resurrection, I do low key like the the Final Destination 4. It's basically modern day Final Destination with freaking 3D effects, really. In if you watched in theaters, because that's basically what the Final Destination was promoted as. It's basically Final Destination in modern day in 3D. That's basically all what's promoted for. I'm not gonna lie, that it had some pretty kick-ass deaths. Some were pretty over the top, like always in Final Destination, but still pretty good. Um, but again, if I had to pick like my favorite horror movie, because Final Destination One was pretty damn creepy, and it did have its fair share of gore, really, because there was a character that got his head cut off, just like um, carrot and like, but it's more of a thriller. But if I had to pick like one of the later ones, I think it'd be Final Destination 5 because that one was like really interesting. It was pretty intense too as well. I don't know. If I had to pick as a horror movie, I would pick Final Destination 5 or maybe Final Destination 3 because those was really because when most horror movies took place at night, I feel like that plays a key factor into those movies. Uh, because I feel like when you take movies into night, it just makes it even more scarier because you don't even know where everything's at. You don't even know what's going to come from. It's also a trope in horror movies, but it still works to this day, and it's worth it. I don't know. There's a bunch of horror movies I would love to go back and watch, but I don't know. There's like a bunch of movies I just love that can be classified as horror, but they're more thriller though. Like the Final Destination movies, they're more thriller than horror, to me anyway. I don't know really. I don't know. Like, there's a bunch of horror movies I love, and I mean the Nightmare on Elm Street movies I love them to death. Even though I love a good portion of them, I love Wes Craven's new Nightmare. I thought that was a really interesting and different idea that I think nobody's ever went through before. Because Wes Craven has a really creative mind, and I loved how he did Scream. Scream! Oh my god! I need to go back and watch that shit. Scream 2 and Scream 3 better still be on. I rather watch Scream 2 than the 3 though, but Scream series as a whole, I just personally love them. Netflix is supposed to have a lot more horror movies in there because I feel like because I heard they put Cult of Chucky, the new Chucky movie, uh, in the new on Netflix. But I have no idea. I really cannot wait to watch that though because I love me some of that Child's Play, that Chucky greatness. Um, but yeah, there's a bunch of movies I love as when they're classified as horror that I can't really that can be classified as horror, but I can't really fit them into horror because they're more thriller though. But if I had to pick my favorite horror movie, I think the one that comes to mind a lot was basically the first Nightmare on Elm Street. That I'm telling y'all, like that shit was legendary, especially at its time. Some of the effects to it don't really hold up to today's standards, but I'd still recommend watching it because it's a great experience. Um, Nightmare on Elm Street 1 was great. If I had to pick one of the Friday the 13th movies, because I love Friday the 13th movies, at least a good portion of those movies. Because I feel like they got really dumb much later. I think after a new blood, like that's where the series just kind of stopped being kind of good to me. At least like critic wise, because Jason Takes Manhattan, definitely a bad movie. Because I like you, the promotion to it was fucking stupid, and I was like, why is it called Jason Takes Manhattan? Might as well Jason Takes Titanic out this bitch. Jason goes to hell was pretty decent, but I don't know. If I had to pick my favorite Friday the 13th movie, it would have to be, I think it'd be part 4, maybe part 6, because those two are always, I know those are always some of the ones that definitely pop up as like one of the best Friday the 13th movies, because I just love watching them as a whole, as horror movies. Like, Friday 13th, like the Tommy movies, except part 5, are just like some of the best ones. So I don't know. I really love Friday the 13th, but I just there's like really a good portion of the movies I really do like, especially the early ones. But it's like as much as it progressed, especially after part 7, The New Blood, which is the one I got into, it was a pretty it was just meh. It was just meh because you gotta admit the way that they try to take with these characters were just cool and all. Jason X was dumb as hell, but I really do not like. I don't know, man. Like it was a cool movie, but it was dumb as hell. Because especially at the time it was made, like people decide, you know what? Let's take our favorite horror icons up to space, like motherfucking Leprechaun, boy. But seriously, like, bruh. Now look, I love a bunch of horror movies. I just really want to talk about horror movies in general because, you know. But anyway, like this is basically what the entire video is basically is like my status, like just basically my own status update, kind of like on D&D DeviantArt. I really do like horror movies a bunch. I'm a huge horror fan, but it's just been so long since I've actually seen a lot of horror movies. I might actually go and marathon some movies tonight on Netflix because Netflix. Speaking of Netflix, they are literally on anime all the damn way. They want to get in some more shit on anime by next year. And Castlevania, continuing right where episode 4 left off, is also gonna be on that list of animes. And I just hated that no anime fan acknowledges the Castlevania anime, because out of all the anime originals that they have on there, they never mention Castlevania. That really pisses me off because that one is like so damn good. It is on some Hellsing Ultimate type shit. And Hellsing Ultimate is critically acclaimed by so many of these guys, and nobody fucking mentions it. It really ticks me off. Because, it has 4 episodes, but it's just so damn good for what it has so far, because it's just the beginning. God, are you kidding me? Anyway, that was basically my Halloween update. I just want to talk about some horror movies, like a new anime review coming and shit. And I hope you guys kind of enjoyed it though. Like, if y'all enjoyed it, subscribe. I want to see more. Comment below what y'all think. If any of y'all new to the channel, you want to see more, be sure to subscribe for more. And you know, hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see y'all in the next video, which is gonna be my another review. Survivor out.